So,
Balls.
yeah, I figured something. What'd you do last night?
Last night. Actually, last night was a pretty good fucking night, I gotta say. So, I got home and I realized that I haven't eaten home run pizza in about
30 years?
fucking 16 years.
Something like that.
So, my daughter says, Dad, I'm hungry. I was like, well, what do you want to eat? I told her. She said, let's order pizza. I said, fuck yeah. I said, let's order some home run. So, we ordered fucking home run. And you know what's amazing is the consistency of that pizza has not fucking changed in 16 years.
Cardboard tastes like cardboard.
Cardboard's amazing, dude. Fucking home run is probably the best pizza. They don't overdo it with the fucking sauce like Pizza 9. They don't fucking.
You know you can request light sauce, right?
Yeah, I know, but they still fucking don't know the difference between light and fucking heavy sauce.
Yeah, that's true.
And so it's like, home run never fucking ceases to amaze. Like, I ordered a book last night too.
What book?
Oh shit! I knew you were gonna ask me that.
Well, why would you say, "Oh, I ordered a book last night"?
um, it's highly recommended. It's called the. Let me get it real quick. The Hero's Journey from Joseph Campbell.
Like, is it explaining the hero's journey? Because that basically any storybook is the hero's journey. The Odyssey, Star Wars, it all follows that formula.
Yeah, but it's less gay. Just kidding. Not funny.
I don't even know what you're trying to say.
The Hero's Journey is about. It's a book about overcoming obstacles in life and taking chances and taking risks.
It's a self-help book.
Yeah.
Is that why it's highly recommended, or just highly recommended for you?
I highly recommend it for me because I'm trying to unfuck myself, which I read that book already. Unfuck Yourself. It's a pretty good book.
Huh.
I'm also in the process of reading the 48 Rules of Power.
What is
48 Laws of Power. It's basically telling you like how laws of life affect you and how to control like your emotions and all that shit around people. You don't break law.
You know how to you just
Like law 21 is don't tell people what you're doing in life, where you wanna be and where you go. Keep that shit a secret to yourself and work towards it.
So it's like the opposite of manifesting.
Whether he knows them fucking
No, I know that. I know
one
that.
day or 50
I'm not.
years.
I'm not talking about Danny. I'm talking about this guy.
I'm talking about the other guy.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. But like, if you sit there and you come in and it's like, I don't normally need it because the guy knows me. That's like when you get carded at the gas station.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't always get carded because they recognize you.
Yeah.
You're like, okay,
I'm fucking 36.
it's a different guy today. I probably need my card, right?
Yeah.
But
3 bags of trash.
2 bags.
Oh,
Yeah, 2 bags.
3 bags of trash. Fucking care if you have 18 bags of trash, you still need your permit.
Well, it's less than 3 bags. They don't get charged for it. Is why.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we still need proof that he's fucking.
He's not some rando. Yeah, I know.
Yesterday, a girl came in and threw trash from Texas in a Texas car.
Tons of people have Texas plates.
I know, it's crazy. Blows my mind.
Well, you got to remember, Truchas is like shitty artists and out of towners. This is my vacation home.
Vacation homes.
It's like, why the fuck did you buy it way the fuck out here? I mean, unless you like hunting and stuff. Like, I get that,
but even at that, you can't shoot anything fucking on private land either. New Mexico's fucking hardcore on that.
Yeah, that doesn't mean people don't do it.
That's true.
But then again, if you have Texas plates and you stay here a certain amount of year, you can claim residency here and then whatever else. But I don't know, man. People are a trip, especially because it's 8:25 in the fucking morning. Mm-hmm. But that's a lot of energy to get upset though this early in the morning.
All right.
That's somebody who didn't go to sleep last night.
Meth.
Well, you saw how nice his car was.
Yeah, meth dealer dealing all night.
Yeah. Because nobody comes in. Well,
cut your shit, meth dealers.
What else are you gonna do at Thursday at 8 in the morning?
All right. What the fuck you up so early? Like, most people are at work or that early. This guy obviously doesn't have a job.
Well, most people don't come in here until like around noon. 10:30 noon, and it's like 1 or 2 people, and they're all old as fuck.
Yeah.
That guy is maybe a year or 2 older than us. Oh, dude, I forgot to tell you. I saw the Karate Guy again.
Did you?
Yeah, he was fighting a tree in front of CVS.
Sick.
I couldn't get a video of him or anything, but so far, in front of the bank, in front of McDonald's, in front of CVS, and fighting on top of Center Mart.
The guy in front of McDonald's was there the other day when I stopped. He's fucking doing karate again.
Oh yeah, see, he just does karate everywhere, man. Like
he was going to town though. Like those ghosts that he was fighting were fucked up.
I think that's just his practice. He like shadow boxes. That'd be weird if he's like just a completely normal dude. It's like, no, I just do my karate, man.
What's the best place to do karate? McDonald's.
I guess. I mean, it's not scaring people from going in there.
Well, you gotta think 90% of the traffic passes through there.
Yeah, maybe he just wants to show people his karate.
show him his skills.
Well, it's like whenever they get their new belt, all it is a demonstration in front of people. Right?
You've been upgraded from a double cheeseburger to a Big Mac. In karate stature.
You got a McBelt.
You got a McBelt. McBlack belt.
Oh,
that's a golden joke right there. This fucker has a golden McBlack belt.
I was gonna say, dude, he's already back. That's what sucks about sitting in here, because it's a little. We're in a little shack that at a transfer station.
A little fucking 8x6 shack.
And it's the only one that doesn't have power. It's got heating at least, but you hear, and it's right next to the highway, so it always sounds like somebody's pulling up when nobody's there.
Yeah.
Dude, at least there's no fucking wind today. That was fucking gnarly.
Give it time, dude. It's March. Wind will hit in the afternoon.
Yeah.
All the fucking allergies and pollen. I can only imagine what he experiences up here in the fucking... With all these trees, probably like big old dust clouds of pollen.
I don't know. Last year there wasn't a whole lot.
Year before, 2 years ago, you should have seen. I hit a tree.
Well, last year everything was on fire, too.
Those little trees right there, I hit it with a rock, and those fuckers would just produce a cloud of fucking pollen.
Yeah. Last year was also on fire, so I don't think anybody's allergies were shit. Anyway.
That's true.
Oh, I was talking to my buddy last night, who's a wildfire firefighter. Wildland firefighter. You know how you're telling me about they dig pits and then sleep on the hot coals?
Yeah.
He's never seen anybody do that.
He's never seen anybody do it?
No, he's like, no, people don't do that. Like, it makes sense.
My cousin was a wildland firefighter, and he did it.
How long ago?
It was a few years. It's been a few years.
Yeah. So, because he's a younger, well, he's probably about our age, but he says he doesn't, like, he said maybe some of the older guys would do that, but it makes sense why, but he's never seen it.
Yeah.
Like, he's seen people... like, build little trenches to keep warm and shit, but for the most part, no.
Have you seen the slurry bombers? You know, the slurry bombers that drop that big old fucking cloud of red shit on the fire? My cousin has a video where he's like, they called in the slurry bomber because the fire was one ridge over from him.
Uh-huh.
And he's filming it, and he's like, his commander, he's like, hey, why is the plane headed towards us? And it's fucking, you can see it coming in, you can see the front plane, the guide plane, come in, and it goes over him. And he's like, the guide plane just went over us. He's yelling, he's like, they're coming towards us. And it fucking gets more intense. And then you just see the slurry bomber come, and the fucking door just releases, or the little fucking thing releases everything. And it fucking just coats the fuck out of him. He has a video, and he's all red, his phone's all fucked up, and everything. It was pretty amazing. They hit the wrong ridge. They hit their ridge instead of the one over.
Did they not give him coordinates?
They gave them, but they didn't fucking, I guess it was breaking up as they were giving them, and they fucking... pinned it on this ridge instead of the next one. They fucking got hit with slurry.
Jesus.
All you hear is cover! They fucking get down to the ground and fucking it just coats the fuck out of them. Like, it's fucking funny. He said for the next week and a half when they went back to like rest up and all that good stuff, he said they were fucking just cleaning their uniforms, like their fucking gear out there and everything.
I bet, man.
It was all fucked up, he said. He's like, you ever try to get slurry off of your fucking gear? He said it sucks. Because they have to use this agent that breaks it down, and they have to scrub the fuck out of everything, and like in their bottles and everything, it gets caught underneath the lids and all kinds of shit. Yeah. He's like, you would think you'd just throw them out at that point, just get new ones, but he's like, we were on a budget, so it's like, fuck, that's a little rough.
My buddy was telling me they just give them shit. It's like, here you go.
Yeah, there's certain sections in New Mexico where they fucking like the hot shots, they get whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
But the wildland firefighters that are like local, they fucking well, that's what budgets.
That's what my buddy was telling me. He was like, yeah, like, I've worked with the hot shots, and they got, like, these big Arctic tents and shit, and take forever to set up. He's like, I got a little 60-second one. He just goes, Poop.
Yeah, flip it out. Yeah. My cousin was telling me about that shit too. Like,
but he's like, no, man, they just give us like new sleeping bags and shit.
Yeah.
It was like, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. If it's like minor basic shit, they'll hook it up. But
you don't even get that in the Army, dude. It's like, here's your sleeping bag. Make sure it's fucking clean before you turn it in. Okay. Yeah. Oh, your vest. You got to give your vest up before you go to your next duty station, where they're gonna give you another vest.
Oh shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're taking a CIF, and it's like, you got dirty spots on here and stains. Is like, I've never taken this out of the bag, so you're full of shit.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And they're still like, nope, you gotta take it back, clean it. It's like, you fucking guys suck. They're assholes. They're always assholes at CIF. Like, it doesn't matter how clean your shit is, it's never clean enough. It's like, oh, you think you're gonna clear CIF on the first day? Nope. Fuck you. It's like, just write me a statement of charges and let me go. Yeah, like, basically, if you lose something, you can get a statement of charges.
Yeah.
They'll only do it for, like, little things. They won't do it for big things. And when I got to Stewart, I had to go to CIF before my gear got there, because I still had a vest and everything from Korea. And they were just like, yeah, you can come here with that. But I had to get a whole second set of everything because it wasn't here yet. It's like, yeah, you're going to JRTC. Here you go. And I was like, you fucking serious? And then they wouldn't let me turn anything in, so I just had to sit there with 2 sets of gear.
Oh, shit. And
then once everything cleared, it's like, yeah, this is dirty, this is dirty. It's like, I never use this shit, ever. It has never come out of the bag. Or like, they're mop boots, the chemical boots. And they're basically like galoshes, but like for whatever reason, it's always like kind of sticky, so whatever dust gets to it.
Yeah.
You'll wipe it off, get in the car, get there, have to wipe it off again. By the time you turn it in, it's like, no, this is dirty. It's like, fuck you people.
That's crazy.
No, it's crazy the people at CIF were selling shit under the table in town. And then they got busted for it.
Sounds like our sheriff.
Our sheriff or your sheriff? Oh.
That fucker was selling shit under the radar and got in trouble. Selling all the gear.
That's the one that's the guy that's in jail now, right?
Yeah. Dude's got 4 years.
That's not surprising.
Yeah.
I mean, it's surprising they got him, but most of the time it was like, oh, you either get busted or you're going to jail or we don't care or we don't know or who fucking gives a shit.
Yeah.
But what kind of gigs? So you'd probably see old flares mostly.
Well, no, they sent us pictures of all the shit they have.
No. That's just the general. These are what UXOs are. Look out for these.
Yeah.
You're not going to see a grenade out there. You might see old smoke grenades.
No, there's...
You might see
They have
old
M67 grenades.
They're
fucking...
Yeah, let me finish talking, dick.
Well, I'm telling you what I was
You'll see flares. You'll probably see smoke grenades. You'll see the Starburst M60 25 mic... Not 25. Well, you might see 25 mic shells.
Yeah.
Because they shoot the Bradleys out there. But you won't see any actual artillery out there because they don't shoot out there anymore.
Yeah.
And presumably most of it's cleared up. Anything else is going to be buried.
Yeah.
But those little, like... So, when I deployed, we were on a mountainside, right?
Yeah.
And they were shooting the Mark 19. And Mark 19s kind of suck.
Yeah.
Unless they're, like, wet as fuck. Lubed. So... They'll shoot a few rounds and they won't go off. So we had to walk up the mountain picking up UXOs and shit and giving them to the EOD guys, and they blew a few in place. It was mostly just shells and stuff, but just walking up there was like, hey, found one. Either don't touch it. It was like fucking kicking shit anyway.
Just kicking it.
Well, because they have to have 25 to 50 rotations before they're armed.
Yeah.
But even then, if you're shooting Starburst, it's just little, like, sparkly little fireworks.
I guess former hunters have stepped on mines and shit out there.
That's different.
They have live mines.
Yeah, that's different.
That's what they're telling us. You can go to one area, but you can't go to this area. Cause
that's why they have it. And I said you probably won't see any, like, the cool shit because it's either all cleared up or those areas are cordoned off.
Fucking walking back with the mine. Taking this bitch with me.
What was I was watching something. It was it was an old no, what the fuck was I watching? It's something about it was a war movie or something. No, it was Claymores. The dude Oh, it was that Tom Cruise movie, Tomorrow, or the one where he's having like Groundhog's Day with the aliens. And this dude straps a claymore to his chest. My mom was asking me what it was. She's like, "Oh, it's like a mine." I was like, "Not. I mean, you can set it up that way, but that's not what it is." I was like, "Oh yeah, like the bouncing Betty." It's like definitely not like that. Because there's like it shows it blow up and it shoots the BBs everywhere and stuff on the wall. Like, it was actually a pretty good version of it to see. Although it was probably just like an airsoft mine they used for the movie and added some sparklies.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You wouldn't see anything like that though.
I'm gonna take you pictures if I run into all the shit that you see. I'm not gonna see. I'll be like,
And I'm gonna
check
sit.
this out.
I'm gonna sit there and it's like that's nothing. That's nothing.
Check this out. What is this?
I don't know, man. You're more likely to see an orc than anything else.
Hopefully. That's the
Is
goal.
that what you're hunting for?
That's the goal.
They look like donkeys with horns.
Yeah,
That's fucking weird.
Yep, that's
it's like you're a gross abomination.
They're amazing tasting though.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What do they taste like?
I can't really describe it. It's fucking.
They're really tasty, but I can't describe it.
I can't describe it. It's like a fucking like a prime steak. Like. We're recording.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just want to go camping, man.
That's it.
Go fishing.
I thought I had my jacket on in my pocket.
Turn my brain off for a few hours. Not have anybody bother me. Because all I do in the winter is just read comic books. That's it. This is like nothing else in my free time other than comedy.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because I don't have good internet, so I can't play video games. Or I'm like online. Fucking. I tried playing Rainbow Six Siege again because my buddy was talking about it. I was like, yeah, let me try it. Because I bought it when it first came out.
That game is fucking cool.
The game is entirely different from when it first came out.
Yep. Is it?
Yeah.
They changed everything.
From when it first came out, yes. I mean, like, there's basics to it that are still the same, but it's such a pain because the controls are so different from every other shooter. They're completely different. And I don't know. And when you have bad internet, it's just bad. It's not like when Halo would fucking lag. You're like, okay, maybe I'll get something. This is just like, nope. I don't know what's going on here.
Have you tried like the old school games that PlayStation really doesn't give a shit about anymore? Like, what is that Call of Duty World War?
Yeah.
Have you been online to play it?
Like, not lately. I've got on a few years ago. It's always fun because that's when all the modders come out and stuff.
Yeah. You can tell PlayStation doesn't give a fuck about it anymore because all the modders are in there and you can see everything going on and there's like crazy shit going on.
We did that with Battlefield 1, like a year after it had come out and the new Battlefield had already been out. So we went in and started playing and people had like modded all your grenades so you had like infinite grenades and stuff.
Jesus.
They're just bombing the shit out of everything. It was fun.
Yeah.
But
the games I like are like the old school first person shooters where you can't mod anything. I like just like a fair, straight game.
You can mod everything.
Well, you can mod everything, I know that, but I'm saying the best ones are like old school like sniper games. Those are probably the best ones.
Like what?
Like, how would you say, what's a good sniper game that I used to play a lot? Like, you ever played Army Men?
Yeah.
That one. Where it's just like you against the other team and there's no mods or anything. It just keeps a level playing field across. That's the best way to play it. I don't like all these mods and shit. They just annoy the shit out of me.
What do you mean we're just a basic stripped down game?
Yeah, just
not with all the extra goodies that games have now.
Yeah.
That's like the original Modern Warfare. What was the other one? That was that Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor was like that. We used to play that all the time. Play against bots all day.
Yeah.
Or I remember Army Men. You'd play Capture the Flag. That was always fun.
Yeah.
It was rare to get the helicopter because it either was hard or you had to do something to do it, or I don't remember. I don't know. I was like Siphon Filter and Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell is pretty cool.
Sit there and you like do it real quiet and you fuck up and you're just like, fuck, I'm just gonna kill everybody or I'm gonna start over from the beginning.
Dude, I Hitman Contracts when that came out.
Uh-huh.
I spent like 2 weeks trying to get the stealth perfect, the silent killer.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to do it, but it was fucking fun.
I'll pick up Hitman like every few months.
Yeah.
And then go back. And for whatever reason, it never saves my progress, even on the cloud. So you got to start back because it's Hitman 3, I think. Yeah. The one where you have to do the fake yacht level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Sit there, do that like 100 times, get all the costumes, and then you're done. You're like, okay. And it's like one last thing you can't get. It's not the like perfect killer. It's something like it's one specific killer or something. It's always something dumb.
Yeah.
Or you go through and you just kill everybody, push them all off the boat and stuff, and
yeah. Those cheat codes that they had for that were pretty fucking cool, though.
I've never played it with cheat codes.
You never played it with cheat codes? They're fucking sick, man. Like that one where it like your rounds are zero gravity. Uh-huh. So when you shoot them, they fly back and they stick to the wall. It's pretty fucking funny.
The one I liked was like when you give up on that and you just have people after person after person after person coming for you.
Oh.
So you just fill a room full of bodies.
Yeah. That show was pretty fun.
Or you fucking like I ran out of places to hide bodies at one point. You're just going around the whole boat and hiding shit places. Sticking
to two per hiding spot or something like that.
Yeah.
Fucking funny.
I like those games though. I mean they're so fucking annoying because it gets that little OCD thing in your head where like I have to do this perfectly.
Yeah.
Otherwise I have to start all over.
Yeah.
And it's a complete waste of my day.
What used to piss me off is getting like 75% through the mission and then you fuck up. I have to redo the whole fucking.
I will do a manual save.
Yeah.
Like after every kill and hide somebody.
Yeah.
Like it's a mansion. Like you come in on the beach at first, and there's like two guys, so you gotta get past them. Then you gotta break into the mansion.
Sorry.
And then you have to wait for the person to come in, and you can kill them in his like panic room or wherever else. And then there's I'm thinking the same one. But you have to get back out onto the beach.
Yeah.
So you go in there, you kill the person, and there's like no guards around. And then you have to go back out through like 40, 50 fucking guards. And you can't just like walk the long way around because then they see you or you're out of bounds or something. So you sit there, end up just killing like 60 people or knocking them out or whatever. Like throwing a wrench at everybody and just like, bah! Okay. Yeah. And you keep going. And then you get all the way to the end right before the beach and you fuck up. You're like, this is a nightmare.
There's one that I played where you have to fucking kill this guy in his room. He's asleep.
Him and the girlfriend?
Yeah. And if you go through the bottom where the guards are, if you pay attention, you go close to the TV, the guards are watching porn.
Huh.
You can hear like the girl moaning and shit. It's so funny.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, go to the bottom of the stalls where all the horses and shit are, and there's a TV on the table, and the guards are sitting there watching porn.
Okay, I'm thinking of a different one because there's one where you're in a mansion, and it's a guy and a girl, and like the girl goes to bed so you can kill the guy in the shower or vice versa.
Yeah.
And you can poison the guy while he's working out in the room, and he's just wearing like a Speedo.
Yeah.
But after that, I never get past that because I never perfected that one, so I've never gotten past that level.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Like when she's laid down, you can smother her with a pillow.
Yeah, that I've done.
Yeah, that's as far as I've gotten. The other one is.
And then you can take her the watch for some reason. I don't remember what the deal with watch was.
Yeah.
Always like booby trapping them, or it took me a minute to figure out how to gas them in the panic room, because you have to blow up the vent or something and then throw your smoke grenades in.
What other cool games were there? I miss Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo, Killer Instinct.
Oh yeah.
That was a fucking cool game. Super Mario 3 was cool. Mario Kart.
I think I still have them on my desktop, but I've got a bunch of emulators, and I had a USB Super Nintendo controller.
Yeah.
If not, I'd get the Raspberry Pi kit, so you can just upload all the games to it. And you can plug it into your TV. I did that a whole bunch of times. I made like 3 of them. Because it's like minimal coding you have to do.
My uncle had a Xbox that had over 1,000 games on it, pirated.
Homebrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I tried doing that with my PSP, like the original PSP, the 1000.
Yeah.
And I don't remember why it didn't work. But like people would do that with the no, it did work because I had a few games, but you couldn't really find anything that was good enough on it that played well. But I don't know.
I still need to jailbreak my Amazon Fire Stick. I haven't done that. Had it for like 2 years.
I have an Amazon TV.
Huh?
I have a Fire TV.
You have a Fire TV? Sick.
Mm-hmm.
Those fuckers are awesome.
I had something that was like a Fire Stick. It was jailbroken the same way it was like an iPad, not an iPad. I don't know. It was the same program though.
Yeah.
And that's how I watched the Power Rangers movie.
Oh shit.
When I was in Texas. But that was like the only thing that played well on it. Everything else, because it streamed it, it didn't download it. And I'd rather just download a movie. So like there's a few sites I've seen use, and it's always like obscure movies from the 80s and 70s and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not like brand new movies, it's just like weird shit. Like, you ever watch MST 3000?
No.
Mystery Science Theater?
No.
Okay, you're missing out.
Okay, for one, you haven't lived. Two.
Okay, so there's a few updated ones on Netflix. The Gauntlet and whatever else. There's like 2 seasons.
Uh-huh.
That's good. Some of the movies are actually kind of good. They're not bad like the original. Because the original MST 3000 these are terrible movies that me and my 2 robots are going to talk shit about throughout the whole movie. Like I used to watch Godzilla movies that way.
Yeah.
But you can actually download commentaries from those guys for other movies. It's called Riff Tracks.
I remember.
There's actually, like on Samsung TV, the app, they have a whole channel of that.
Huh.
But one of the movies, like one of the first movies they did on there was Manos, Hands of Fate.
Yeah.
And it's just a terrible movie every way you look at it. About this cult, and like these people go to this house and they talk to this guy, and then he tries sacrificing him and all this other shit. But those kind of movies are the kind of movies you can download from that site.
In college I took Spanish 1, and because I wanted to learn Spanish if I could. But the fucking instructor, like, now she said Godzilla movies. I remember she played Godzilla in Spanish for us to learn.
Did his scream sound different?
Dude, his screams were him yelling at the city going, "No me gusta."
Wait, Godzilla was?
Yeah, Godzilla was yelling, "No me gusta."
That's such a weird fucking thing to do.
He was smashing the buildings and shit and shooting like this fire at the fucking military going, "No me gusta." That's probably the most fucked up like experience I've ever had. I was mind fucked.
Like, that's not how this goes at all.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, and Godzilla was like, it's the old school Godzilla, and he's like, "No me gusta."
My wife,
fucking funny.
My wife, my first wife, when she saw Dragon Ball Z and the Smurfs, she only saw them in Spanish. And it's like, this isn't right. This isn't how this is supposed to be. It's like, well, first of all, the Smurfs are from Norway, so they're fucking wrong anyway. Second, Dragon Ball Z is from Japan. But like the voice actors were all weird and stuff, and there's actually a movie called Ghost Stories. Yeah. So it's this anime. It's all, you can actually find it on Amazon. And when they brought it to America, they didn't give them scripts or anything. Yeah. They just said, "Go for it, dub whatever you want, do whatever you want." So the whole movie is just made up shit just in English.
That's fucking funny. But I like watching fucking different movies. Like the Terminator, you ever seen him in Spanish? It's fucking funny, dude.
Does he say "Hasta la vista" or does he say it in German?
He fucking says a lot of shit, and you're just like, that's not what he said. Like, what the fuck? It's so funny. Like, what was it that I watched in Spanish? The Little Rascals? You see The Little Rascals in Spanish? It's fucking amazing.
Well, seeing as I don't speak Spanish, I don't really watch it.
I don't speak Spanish either. That's the funny thing, is I don't speak it, but I watched it in Spanish. And just like the way, the way they talk is so intense.
Like, I would watch all of it in Spanish if it had subtitles, but subtitled for the Spanish words. Yeah. Because I've seen people, they've taken like Star Wars, the new, not the new trilogy, or the original, the second trilogy, like episode 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. They've taken those, translated into Chinese and then translated it back into English,
Uh,
and everything is just fucked up and wrong.
that shit is funny though. Like, just I like Bruce Lee. I used to watch his in Spanish. They're fucking pretty funny.
Why did you watch everything in Spanish?
Because it was funny. Like, when you're just like watching it, you know what he's saying. Because like with me, I have the ability to like watch videos and I remember everything they say in the video. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what the fuck is like.
You get the general idea.
Yeah,
especially when it's something familiar.
but then you watch it in Spanish and like the way they talk, it's just so much funnier. It's that much funnier. I don't know why. Like old school, watch old school in fucking Spanish. Because you know what he's saying, but when he says it in Spanish, it's much more intense.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the Little Rascals, when Buckwheat and fucking Spanky are sitting in the car, and he sings a song, "I got a pickle," or
I got a pickle.
Yeah,
I got a pickle. Hey, hey,
dude, just that in Spanish alone is fucking classic. Like, it's pretty fucking funny. It's pretty good. Like,
I mean, that's a cool thing. You can like I downloaded something the other day from Netflix, and it didn't give me any English subtitles.
Yeah.
So it was Japanese, or you could listen to it in Spanish, or Chinese, or German, or French, but no English. It's like, why is this not an option on here?
Yeah.
But
when I was a teenager, I used to get high and watch shit in French.
French.
I don't know. That was the thing. Is it was always like you watch it and you know what they're saying, but they'd be saying it in French and it would just fuck you up even more. Like,
see, I'd watch the Spanish channel and try to figure out what was going on. Like for movies you didn't see, like especially if you're like at the barber or something, you're like, I have no idea what the fuck this movie is or what's going on, yeah. And you just try to guess, figure out what's going on, and way off. Yeah. Or we used to mute like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and then just make up all the words.
Yeah, talk with them. That shit is funny.
That's so fun to do sober too, but
right. My wife watches Spanish movies, and I fucking sit there and I watch them with her. I just laugh the whole time because I'm like, this is fucked up. Like,
you don't even get the option of subtitles?
Yeah, I just watch it how it is. It's just that much funnier because like the way they talk in Spanish is in movies is much more intense than like
they sábado gigante.
Yeah, they like Batman. Like, holy shit, Robin, we got to get there. In Spanish, it's like a whole nother level. It's like Batman asks Robin a question, and Robin goes, "What?" In Spanish, he says it in Spanish, and Robin's like, "¿Qué?"
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Like real hard for no reason. It's like
you're sitting there going,
"What's like Dragon Ball?" You watch the Japanese version, you listen to it. Goku's voice is like really high pitched because it's done by a woman.
Yeah.
Who knows why? And then you watch it in English, and you're like, okay, this seems a little bit more realistic.
Yeah.
And then you watch Dragon Ball Z abridged, and you go, this is much better. Because it's just them like redubbing certain sections and cutting it.
I wonder if I could find Dragon Ball in Spanish.
Yeah, dude. My wife used to watch it in Spanish because she didn't like it in English. Really? It's like, it doesn't sound right. Because I bought her the original set of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, all of the DVDs.
Yeah.
So those are big fucking box sets, by the way. But she would sit there and watch them in Spanish.
That's sick.
But with the DVDs, they'll skip all the opening credits and end credits. They'll do the halfway point. That part for the commercial break. And then it'll just keep going. And you're sitting there and it's like, how long is this episode? Because there's no credits.
I watched Saving Private Ryan in Spanish. Fucking way more intense. Everything in Spanish is just awesome.
I watched a movie the other night. It's like The Devil's Contract or something. And like I'd just gotten home and my mom was like, hey, watch this with me. It's a scary movie. It was like, okay. I don't really care for scary movies either. But it was like, where the devil fell to earth, there's a pit that went straight to hell. And these people had kidnapped women and were going to impregnate them with the devil so that he could be born on earth. And so they had to steal the Shroud of Turin for some reason. And Michael was involved, so he possessed a priest that was killed. And it was fucking bad. Jeez. It was such a bad movie. And like, there's nothing scary about it. It's like, this is just dumb. Like, I was falling asleep by the end of it. But put it in Spanish, it might be a winner.
Right, strong winner. Like, goddamn.
It's such a stupid fucking movie.
Yeah. You ever seen Balls Out?
Fury?
No, Balls Out.
What's Balls Out?
So Sean William Scott, Stifler.
Oh, yeah, the tennis movie.
I watched that the other night. Oh my god. It's so stupid it keeps you going.
That and The Goon.
The Goon?
Yeah, the enforcer.
I haven't seen that.
Sean William Scott playing hockey as an enforcer on a hockey team. He just goes around beating the shit out of people.
Beat the fuck out of everybody. That's funny. But Balls Out was pretty funny.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Some of the shit I didn't expect on there, I'm like, what the fuck?
I want to see Balls of Fury again.
Balls of Fury? I haven't seen that.
That's with, what's his name? He was in Prophecy, fucking Joe Dirt, and...
David Smith?
No.
Oh,
I said Prophecy first.
Sorry, yeah, I know.
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken, yeah. Wrong toe.
He played... It's a ping pong movie.
Yeah. But, I know. I just snapped back in my head when you said Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
What did I watch with Christopher Walken? Oh, fucking Blast from the Past.
I just heard about that the other day.
That's a fucking great movie. You gotta watch it.
No, I've seen it. I saw it when it came out.
Yeah.
That's fucking...
I forgot how much I
Brendan
love that
Fraser,
movie.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Christopher Walken was his dad in that.
Yeah.
That's the only part of the movie I never remember.
He's like hardcore against the Soviets. That's the whole...
Well, they build a bunker. They think a nuke comes down. It's like a plane crashes on their house, right?
The guy ejected out of the plane and
so
crashed on it.
So it's like 30 years later, Brendan Fraser... Was he born down there, or was he...
Yeah, he was born down there and raised and...
It's like, yeah, the mutants up there. It's terrible. And then it's fucking middle of L.A.
Yeah, well, their house is... They built a porn shop on top of the fucking bunker. And the dude that's all methed out, because it was like, what, early 80s? 90s. When he came out, the dude was all fucked up on drugs. Yeah. So he thought it was Jesus coming from the fucking basement.
Yeah, and then so when the sun comes up, he's fucking saying, Jesus is here, the end is now.
Jesus loves you. And he walks away. They fucking build a real shrine for him. It's funny as fuck.
I like it. He pays for things with like Mickey Mantle cards and shit, doesn't he? They're like, I've got like 10 of these.
Yeah. Fucking, what's her name?
Alicia Silverstone.
Silverstone, there you go. Fucking, yeah. I like how he goes into the hotel and she's like, okay, that'll be so and so, and he fucking hands her a baseball card. She's like, okay, and she just punches it and accepts it because that card is so fucking old.
Well, and then Mickey Mantle is one of the greatest baseball players of all time.
Yeah. And then
he has rookie card, and he's got like 20 of them.
He has the IBM and fucking, what was it?
You have a computer in the house?
Yeah. Can I use it?
No, that's not what he freaks out, because apparently computers used to just blow up.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's why it's a weird thing to have in the house.
That's why he's panicking. You have it in your house? Can I see it? He runs to the back. He's like...
It's just a computer.
Yeah.
Shit, even then it was still a big deal to have a computer, though. Like a PC. Outside,
He had all the IBM stocks and all that shit, the stock certificates.
Yeah.
He's like, if you had those, it'd be worth millions. He's like, I got 3 of them. Holy shit.
You know what's fucked up? Even, like, I didn't learn this until, like, recently, but even if you, like, had stocks and certificates and bonds from, like, way back when,
yeah,
it's not like Back to the Future in that movie. They just canceled them out. It was like, no, this is no good anymore. Yeah. They don't technically expire, but I think banks have, what the fuck was that? Oh, it's the wind blowing it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so banks have basically defeated time travelers from making money.
The fuckers.
You would have to come back like every few years and cash in, check your bank account, and then disappear.
Yeah, like Hot Tub Time Machine. He invented Google.
Yeah.
Google. Fucking stupid.
I like how they all just take advantage. Like the one things you're not supposed to do, they did everything.
Fucking. You know what movie I watched the other night too that I hadn't seen in a while and it's still fucking classic? Super Bad. With
Jonah Hill, Michael Cera, Fogel, Seth Rogen, Bill Hader.
When he fucking when the cops, when Bill Hader and fucking Seth Rogen are trying to describe like what the attacker looked like, he's like, was he like me, or he points to himself, then he fucking points to her. He's like, she's like, a woman? A woman? No, he was a man. And he's like, no. He's like, the color. He's like, was he like, or he fucking points at her. It was a white boy. She's a fucking Gracie. It's so funny.
I like the part where they're like doing donuts in the car, shooting stuff, and then they wreck it. So it's like, fuck it, we're just gonna shoot it up and set it on fire.
You say, you always take a call at a bar, McLovin, because the worst case scenario is you get a beer out of the situation. That's the fucking cop sitting and drinking beer at the fucking bar. Like, the rest of the drunk guy, fucking funny.
Don't they like say shut the fuck up and kick him or something?
Yeah. McMuffin. That's what calls on the bus. And the one bottle he grabs is the fucking girl's vodka that.
The Goldschlager.
Yeah. Gold slick vodka. So stupid.
I like how the end of the movie is like, yeah, dude, we knew you're fucking not 21.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty obvious.
So McLovin, he's like, dude, you just block McLovin. He's like, we shouldn't be blocking it. We should be guiding it. he's like, all right, McLovin. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, I did something really bad.
So they show him arresting him at the end of the movie is what I liked.
Yeah.
They dress him up like Hannibal. He's like, you never fucking take me.
He's such a badass. That's so stupid. He's such a badass. Fucking movie is funny as fuck, though. Like, forgot how funny that movie was. He's like, I brought lube. He's like, we're not fucking old ladies. These are 18-year-old girls in their prime. He's like, what the fuck? So stupid. Or when he tells her he's talking to his mom, Jane, when he first picks him up from school.
Oh, he's like hot mom?
He's like, dude, you're so lucky you got to suck on those tits. He's like, well, at least you got to suck on your dad's dick. He's like, he's fucked up. He's like, what about Perfect 10? It could be a bowling website.
Yeah. Come on. I don't know.
He got period blood on his leg. That's my girlfriend, that guy.
So my daughter's birthday is in a few days.
Oh shit.
And the 7th birthday, I guess, in the Philippines is like this big deal. So I've spent a bunch of money that I didn't want to spend on it. But it's like, I guess for little girls, turning 7 is like they're now responsible, blah blah blah. Anyways, what I was saying, so it's like 7 bouquets of candy, 7 cakes, all this extra stuff, and my wife keeps asking me things that I don't have any idea what she's talking about.
Huh.
But
yeah, I can't help you out there because I don't know either.
But after this, it's like finally no more birthday parties.
No more birthday parties.
Because like last year, my daughter just invited her whole class to the house. Yeah, we're going swimming.
Oh shit!
She didn't tell anybody. She got home, told her grandma. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
What the fuck?
But yeah. I don't know.
My daughter came in for her 8th birthday. She goes, "Dad, I made a mistake." I said, "What'd you do?" She said, "I told my whole class that you were bringing cupcakes and pizza to the classroom." It's like on Friday. Fucking 2 days away. I was like, God damn it.
That's not that bad though.
But I had work and everything. I couldn't request the time off, so I said, "Fuck it, I'll call in." It's like only call-in I've ever done, and I felt like guilty as fuck. Like that's a team down. But,
I don't give a shit about that.
But after I was like, "Fuck it," I've never called in before. I said, "Fuck it, I'll take the day off."
Sometimes you gotta just take a day, man.
That's it.
That's like some places they say, "Oh, you should bring in a doctor's note." If I call in, I'm never gonna fucking bring in a doctor's note. Do you think I'm going to the fucking doctor if I'm calling?
Right.
In? Oh, you mean get out of bed and do all the same amount of effort?
Well, the way they structure it is you have your annual time and then you have your sick leave. If you don't use your sick leave, it builds up and then you lose out on it. So they're creating an area where you have to call in.
I don't think we do that though either though, because they just like, okay, you can use your annual time now.
Well, no, they still used to have sick leave.
Oh, because I've been using my annual according to Karina.
Why?
I have fucking no idea.
You have sick leave like fuck now. I bet you.
Probably not, but well, because I used a bunch for when I got COVID too.
Yeah.
Because I was out for a week, but still, even then, it's like, there's places I've called because we didn't get sick leave or anything like that when I did HVAC. You just like we had our regular leave hours, and so
Well,
if it got like during the pandemic, we were using like hours here and there just to cover bills and shit.
Well, that's what I did at the casino. I just told them combine it all into one. Just you get fucking X amount of hours, and you have to leave a minimum 20 hours in your bank. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, as long as like people call it vacation. I don't call it vacation going to the Philippines because I'm not there to like relax.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing relaxing about doing anything.
But that's what I did with them. I said just combine it all into one. Just make sure they leave a minimum of 20 hours. If they have 20 hours, leave's denied.
Yeah.
You have to wait till your next check to get your 8 hours, whatever.
Yeah.
And it worked out fine. I never had any fucking call-ins from that day on. Like, the guys would call me at the last minute and be like, hey, I can't make it today, but I'll put in leave or whatever. Like, okay, as long as your shit's covered, you're fine.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Well, it's like I know I never get sick.
Yeah.
Or at least not sick enough to not come to work.
Yeah.
So take a personal day.
Yeah. But like, that's what they're creating though, is you have to call in. And then it looks like if you do multiple call-ins because you're at like 200 hours of leave and you're losing it, you call in for fucking 8 days, they say, oh, after the third day you have to bring a doctor's note. Well, no, you're forcing this employee to call in because they're fucking overfilling their time.
I just don't believe in bringing in doctor's notes.
Yeah, I know.
That's nobody's business.
Exactly.
Like,
what the fuck does it matter?
We need to excuse it, otherwise we won't pay you. No, you're gonna pay me. I'm not bringing it in.
Yeah, it's so stupid. It's like,
well, even better is like your doctor's note doesn't have to say anything. It just has to say you went.
Yeah, and you can walk in any doctor's office and get a fucking doctor's note.
They love doing that here apparently.
Yeah, you could go into Presbyterian right now.
Yeah.
And fucking say, hey, I was here yesterday. Can I get a doctor's note? Oh yeah, I'll have a doctor write it. Fucking write it. You're out.
You don't even need to do that here.
Really?
Yeah, they're pretty.
Because I go in, and I just ask them, can I get a doctor's note for whatever?
No, I mean you don't have to make shit up. Just like can I get a doctor's note? I don't want to go to work today.
Yeah. But
there are people that are reasonable in this world. It's like yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy though. It's like because so that makes like the doctor's note not even valid.
So wait, do we actually have sick time?
Yeah, sick leave.
I didn't know that. Is it on our pay stubs?
It should be. It should say annual and it should say sick.
I've got all my fucking pay stubs in this bag plus my W-2s. Which is super irresponsible.
Yes, but nobody's clear your backpack. I got all your personal info.
Well, I don't really take it anywhere. This is... Okay, this is something else.
You just grabbed a random envelope.
URSA Benefits Administration Services for the state of New Mexico. I should probably look at that. See what that is.
Yeah, I would probably read that.
Well, it's like pay stubs. I'd rather have digital ones than paper.
I know. We're fucking so old school with fucking...
Well, did you know a lot of places here, they won't let you get a paper check? They force the card or direct deposit on you. And the card is a fucking ripoff.
Watch and see.
Dental disability. They're paying into my disability?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a deduction. Am I paying for my own disability because I get a disability check? Regular overtime's sick. Yeah, I don't have any sick time.
You have no sick time?
No.
It should say you...
I think it's because I used it for COVID.
Well, I know, but you should still
But COVID wasn't... It was still in the time when COVID wasn't supposed to be deducted up here.
Well, no, you're 6 right here. Current balance, you have 10.45 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, because...
Well, I definitely used that the other day. When is this stub from?
July 15th.
Okay, so let's find a
That's
more recent one.
Current one.
Like I said, I have like all of them in here. Alright,
I have them all stacked by my bed.
I just throw them in a drawer. Oh look, I got stamps.
Nice. I found stamps in my fucking checkbook the other day.
November...
After I found my checkbook.
September, December 22. That's more recent.
Yeah.
Where's... This is so irresponsible.
You have your personal life in a pocket.
Well, it wasn't a drawer. I took all this shit for the fucking
taxes.
DMV.
Oh.
And they didn't fucking... Oh, we don't do PO fucking addresses. Well, you guys are a bunch of dickheads.
Yeah, the physical.
Pure, that's...
I learned for like everything, just put your physical address, call it a day.
Yeah, but then I don't get my mail.
Yeah.
That's the problem with living on the res. That and like nobody can verify the address if you try to do anything online, like credit cards. Nothing. Nobody can sit there and go, yeah, we can't verify this address.
Yeah.
It is clearly an address. What's worse is when it like auto corrects it or auto puts it in. It says, yeah, we can't verify this address.
It does that every...
You guys put it in.
It does that every fucking time with UPS. It gives a whole fucking different address when they punch it in, and it fucking sends my package to the east side of fucking the world.
13, 25. Okay, so the most recent I have readily on hand is from January, which is concerning on its own because I just got one the other day.
Why is my fucking phone? Is there an issue with service, like for Verizon?
Verizon sucks?
Yeah.
No, because I like my service up here for T-Mobile is fairly decent.
Yeah, I have service on my T-Mobile phone, but my work phone, I have no service.
That was a fucking pain in the ass. So as of January, I like unemployment total.
All the way at the bottom of the right.
Yeah, sick. There we go. 26 hours. So and I used 8 the other. I was out for 2 days or 1 day.
Well, we got paid today, so you get.
This is from January.
Oh, if you only use 1 day, then you're fucking.
Did it
you should have like 30 or 40 hours.
I was out 2 days, so. Oh. Yeah, I should have like 30, 40 hours. I can take out a week.
Just call it all week.
No, man. Get a 4-day one of these days. Yeah, but
yeah. When you called in the other day, I was like, God damn, he must be sick. Like,
I was sick enough to. My stomach was upset, and
yeah, but
I still had shit to do. This is like.
There's other people on the crew where they call in, and I'm like, you fucking liar. But when you called, you said, dude, I'm not going in today. I'm sick. I was like, okay, I get it. Like,
nobody really misses out on me when I'm here or not here because it's not like anybody else does my job for me.
Are you the neglected child? Or is you rep who's got to invite to Disney?
Life insurance. I mean, basically. Because, okay, so like the trailer. Do you think anybody else is going to change that fucking tarp out? No. And everybody was upset that I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
It's really just mostly David, but. Like, come on, dude. I can't tell everybody I cannot weld.
Yeah.
That is not my thing. I'm not good at it.
Well, I told everybody in the meeting, I said, Ebram will tell you to your face, he fucking doesn't weld. He's not a welder. Yeah. We got to learn. So he said,
no, I don't.
No, you don't. Shut the fuck up, Dobby. You can get back in your spot.
That's the beauty of a lot of this. I wasn't hired to do that. And when I was told, hey, you're just going to go pick up dumpsters. Okay, fine. And then all of a sudden, oh, you're container maintenance. It's like, no, I'm not.
Right? Like,
and Jenna's like, yeah, you are. It's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, you got to do this, this, and this. Is like, no, that's not what you paid me extra for.
Yeah.
Even better, that's not what I was. Like, who's it was complaining about their contract? There says like, yeah, we signed on for four 10-hour days and whatever. Yeah. Jesse was like, that's not really how that works, but
yeah,
I don't know. Like I said, when I did HVAC, there's days where we just didn't go into work. Like we come in, show up, write a time card for an hour, go home because there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
But that's like normal. That's a normal job where we fill out paper time cards as opposed to clocking in and clocking out. Oh, you missed a punch, blah, blah, blah. All that extra stuff, which is obscene.
Yeah. That's
weird. I don't know. That's good for time.
Yep. Well, you guys have a good week.
Yeah, we tried. We're just baking. We're baking episodes. We don't know when this is going to come out or if it ever will.
Maybe.
So.
Maybe.
One last thing before we go. Every week, we have a subreddit, Instagram, a Twitter, and an email address for any kind of voice recordings. If you guys have any questions, if you have any hate mail, if you want to say something nice, any of those things. Our subreddit is Nothing Pacific on reddit.com. Our Twitter is at a non-specific pod at Twitter and Nothing Pacific on Instagram. Our email address is nothingpacificnonspecific@gmail.com. Write us something, tell us something, if you have a suggestion, anything. That's it.
Think outside the box.